What's up everybody, and welcome to a video preview of Celebi. So Celebi is another legendary. Obviously it's basically pretty equivalent to Mew or Mewtwo as the last legendary in the Pokédex for the second generation or Johto. And as you can see, we do have the models right here. They were made by Gilbert and assortment of numbers, but I gotta admit, this model looks really nice, and if we do enlarge it here, you can see all the different angles. But as you can see, yeah, the Celebi model does look pretty phenomenal. I mean, again, it does have some certain resemblance to Mew just because it's between its size and stuff like that, typing as well. We'll get into that a little bit later though. This one obviously being the shiny one, and you gotta admit, the shiny Celebi is pretty cool. Just a giant pink thing, or a giant pink, I don't know, bug almost, and with its beautiful green eyes, and then you got the blue eyes on the regular one. So yeah, I gotta admit, it does look quite nice. I am pretty impressed by this model actually. So if we continue on to the Bulbapedia page, this actually will give a lot of insight to what Celebi, how it'll be incorporated into Pixelmon. And if we do look at the type, it is a Psychic and Grass type, which is a really good typing. So Celebi should be a pretty good Pokemon. And if we do go up here, as you can see, it says the Guardian of the Ilex Forest, and we'll get a little bit more into that a little bit later. And yeah, that's just stuff about the games. And if we come down here, you can see often found in forests. So again, I kind of think that, you know, you're going to find this in forests, and it's a legendary Pokemon known as the Voice of the Forest. It can travel through time, and it's also, see, somewhere in here it does say that it heals plants. So yeah, Celebi back to life and restores plants to perfect health. So I found this kind of interesting, because this may be some pure speculation, but it would be pretty interesting is if you had a Celebi out, and while it was out, it would have a bone meal effect on surrounding plants. I thought that'd be kind of cool, and it would go in the lore with Celebi as well. That's what Celebi does. So I thought that'd be cool. Like if you're just walking down near your farm and you throw out your Celebi, it'll have, let's say, it'll be the equivalent of using 10 bone meal or something like that. Of course, it'd probably have to have a refresh rate, or maybe they would just slow it down. But while Celebi's out near plants, they'll have a bone meal effect. I thought that'd be a pretty cool feature, and obviously I don't know if that's going to be in it, but I thought that would be kind of cool. And that's pretty much all you're going to get from here. If we scroll down, you can find the move set or learn set, and it's pretty much all typical moves. I mean, we have Leaf Stone, just, yeah, your typical Psychic and Grass learn set. I mean, some pretty powerful moves here, but this is not really where Celebi is going to excel in the, offensive side, and we'll get into that in a bit. But right here, if we do go with the Ilex Forest, it is a large forest full of trees that are used to make charcoal. So I thought that was kind of interesting, just the charcoal trees, because it really ties into Minecraft, because, you know, that's probably where you'll find them. I think it's pretty guaranteed you'll find Celebi in a forest, just like Mew, and so, you know, definitely going to find Mew and Celebis in forest. So if we go into Smogon, you can see Celebi has the interesting stats here, 100 in everything. So that opens up a lot of doors, obviously. I mean, Celebi is basically a baseline. You could pretty much use it for just about whatever you want, considering it has that. I mean, if you EV train it, you could probably make it a little better in whatever you want to focus on. But yeah, so as you can see here, this is a specially defensive Celebi, a Baton Pass Celebi, offensive Celebi, Nasty Plot Celebi, Choice Scarf Celebi. So these are all kinds of different options. Basically, Celebi is kind of a universal Pokemon. It could be pretty much anything. Again, defensive, offensive, this one just switching in and out, doing decent damage, and all around, Celebi is going to be a pretty viable Pokemon. I mean, with that 100 base stat and everything, it's kind of a jack of all trades. You could really use it for pretty much whatever, you know, you need on your team. So I thought that was really cool, and I'm pretty excited about it. Again, with its typing, Psychic and Grass moves being pretty awesome. So yeah, pretty excited about Celebi. I do